Dana, is there something you'd like to ask me?
How was your day, Steve?
It was fine. Is there is there something else?
No, but I want to ask the chat something. How was your day? Because guess what, Steve? We're live.
We are live. We are live. And so I'll go ahead and put this on screen right now because we are watching part 2 of a Poirot episode that we started last week. We are going to be picking up where we left off, which in this case is 54 minutes and 42 seconds into the episode. If you are watching the same version of it that Dana and I are watching, which is the one that we downloaded from the Internet Archive, which if you don't have it, you can still download from the link in the video description.
You have time.
You do, and just jump ahead to 54:42 and leave it paused there, because that's where we're going to pick up from when we get started. Which when we get started watching the episode, because we have started the live stream already.
Oh, Azalea Jane, that sounds cool.
I had a work call stagehand at 5 a.m. It was for a wrestling show. Oh, what was the company? What was the promotion? If you're allowed to say.
We're all very curious.
Yes, indeed. You helped set up the ring. You were on the ring crew. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool.
Steve?
Yes, Dana?
You see the chat?
I am going to enjoy this for now. What are you going to enjoy?
Does it show any little icons for you?
It shows a smiley face.
Oh, I mean by my name.
Oh, you're number 1. Oh, yeah.
It's not gonna last.
And now Azalea's AEW in Portland. Okay. Wow.
Cool.
So that's for that's for tonight. Yeah, because AEW is tonight.
So did you get to do anything when they were like, sort of starting the show? Might we see you move something if we look at the right part of the screen?
No, if Azalea set up the ring at 5 this morning, then I mean, and is now joining us for the live stream, then I mean the show is live. The AEW show is live. So
I didn't know that. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not as much of a fan as Steve is. Actually, no, I'm not really sorry.
I'm not really an AEW fan at all anymore, but I used to be. I stuck with them as long as I could. Then I jumped ship. Oh, you're going back tonight to take down the ring. Well, that's really exciting. Good for you. Good for you. I didn't realize they hired local people to do the ring. I figured they had like a traveling ring crew that set up and tore down the ring.
Yeah,
I didn't realize they hired local people. Yeah.
Maybe they get some extra help, for people who, for like I don't know, certain venues, maybe. Mr. I Love the Ants, the way to get rid of that is to not say anything, which can be challenging, especially for me. I have the advantage, though, that I can say things this way, and I don't have to always be teclata.
Oliver's Chronicle says, it's midnight for me here in Europe. Just thought I'd say hi. Hi.
Thank you for stopping in.
Not sure how long you're going to hang around, being that it's midnight over there, but yeah, thank you for stopping in. Dana, you wanted me to remind you that you wanted to speak to the people.
Speaking of crowns.
Yes.
Speaking of crowns. There you go.
That's really cool. I didn't know that.
Union jobs. Union jobs. You were a roustabout.
You were a carny, appropriate, given that it's pro wrestling. Anyway, So you wanted to talk to the folks about
No King's Day, or the next No King's Day, which is going to be this Saturday. Please, please, please check near you, or check nokings.org. And I don't know, will it show?
It sure will.
It shows. I don't know if it's actually a link in y'all's chat.
Well,
It,
it's not. I can't click on it, but it's easy enough to figure.
yeah,
Just type in
copy paste.
nokings.org.
It's not hard. So anyway, um, look on the map. There is probably a protest or rally or something relatively nearby for you. And those are all scheduled for Saturday.
Yes.
And among other things, Saturday is also Flag Day, I believe. Is that correct?
I believe it is. Yes,
I believe it is.
is.
Hi, Kara.
Hi, Cara.
And our president is not celebrating Flag Day. Oh no, he's having a parade.
Yes.
But it's not in honor of the flag. No.
Not a traditional Flag Day parade.
It's also not in honor of the flag, is my understanding.
Oh, it's definitely not in honor of the flag.
I mean, he could have totally done that. Been like, we're gonna have a Flag Day parade, yay! And people would have been like, dude, just be honest, it's for your birthday, ain't it? Because isn't Saturday also his birthday?
Just by Dana, by sheer coincidence, the Army's parade to celebrate its 250th birthday.
Oh, the Army's birthday
just so happens to fall on Donald Trump's birthday, and for completely unrelated reasons to Donald Trump's birthday, they are having a parade for the anniversary of the Army.
The anniversary of the Army, that's what it was.
But don't you go thinking this is because of Trump's birthday, because it absolutely has nothing to do with it.
I mean, he could have fooled me with that because I have no idea and I have not cared to bother to look it up when his birthday is.
Well, now you know.
Pizza.
So, in addition to going to nokings.org and looking up if there are any events in your area for Saturday, if you are interested in supporting the protests that are ongoing in Los Angeles right now, that are in response to the ICE raids and now also in response to Trump's response to the ICE raids, in the video description of this live stream, there are links that you can go to. There's links to a couple of website articles that have ways you can help out, if you happen to be in the LA area, and if you, like Dana and I, are about as far from the LA area as you can get while still being in the continental United States.
The contiguous US.
Indeed. Organizations that you can donate to, et cetera, et cetera. Those links are in the video description. So I would encourage you, if that's something that you're interested in and you want to help out with, to make use of those.
Mr. I Love the Ants, I would say in general, try to shop at like a local hardware store if you have the opportunity to do so. In general, unless you know the owners and you know that they're problematic, which may be the case, shop local.
Yeah. I go to Lowe's. That's if I need to go to a hardware store, I go to Lowe's.
Thank you for that excellent non-example, Steve. Much appreciated.
I mean, I don't even know where the nearest locally owned hardware store is. And Lowe's is literally like 5 minutes away. I don't go to Home Depot, though. I go to Lowe's. That is the choice I've made.
So, question.
Yes.
Do you have the internet, Steve?
Do you really think I care that much?
Oh, let's ask this.
There's a limit. There's a limit to like, I just need some screws. Okay, I'm not going across town to a locally owned hardware store. Like I'll go to. I need a hammer and some nails. I'm not that worried about being as ethical as possible.
I was going a different direction with that one. I'm glad you changed. You shifted gears there.
Screws are a perfectly valid bit of hardware, Dana. And if your filthy mind went
My mind is so filthy. It's great. I love it. So filthy.
255 AD says Google lets you generate about 40 minutes of fake podcast before making you pay for it, which I feel like is a mistake since that's exactly how long it takes to get bored of. See, the examples that I made for my video today, um, there was no how long do you want this to be feature. And I mean, they naturally none of them were anywhere close to 40 minutes. I mean, I guess if you dump like a huge pile of data into it, but see, I tend to unless there's just some way of fine tuning it that I just haven't figured out because I don't care about it that much. But
Mm-hmm.
like after I finished my video, just out of curiosity to see what it would do, I I have a Google Doc of the entire text of The Great Gatsby.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I just fed it that and said, make me an audio overview of The Great Gatsby. And it only did like the first few chapters. It didn't
Yeah.
do the entire book. And it
Nope.
was like 6 minutes long. Um, so I don't know if there's like a size limit on it
Mm-hmm.
or what. But what's funny is the first one I had it do, like ever, the one that made me want to do the video was the one that I had it do for my Peter David tribute script. The script for that video is maybe 6, 7, 8 pages long. Like it's not a super long script. It's certainly a lot shorter than The Great Gatsby. But that audio overview podcast thing that it made was 13 minutes long. So it had a lot to say about it. And it didn't have near, and it had, in terms of time, it had half as much to say about the entire text of The Great Gatsby, of which it only handled the opening chapters. So, yeah.
I do think that there is a text limit. Although Gatsby's in the
255
public
AD,
domain,
yes,
isn't
I
it?
am. What, Gatsby?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Gatsby's public domain, yeah.
So you wouldn't need to feed it the text of The Great Gatsby. I'm sure that's part of its training.
I guess I could just say, read The Great Gatsby and make an audio overview, but, you know.
No, it's already read The Great Gatsby.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, and Sean, thank you. That's very sweet of you.
yes, Sean. Kara, yeah, they well, I mean, that's kind of what that's the whole reason I made the video. They are very weird and very odd. Yeah. Um, yeah, I guess maybe you're right, 255 AD, because I've got like the professional version because I subscribe to Google One. Maybe I don't have it's not going to hit me up for cash, but somebody else it might. Kirak says, saw your AI video, another good video. I wonder, do you have the same feeling with factories going automated? Not exactly. Like manufacturing becoming automated, I think is a little different than art going automated. I feel like with the creation of art, there has to necessarily be human participation or it's not really art. It's not the
Yeah.
product of a person's imagination or a person's, creative labor, if you want to call it that. So no, I don't think they're quite the same thing. And I mean, I am concerned about AI taking people's jobs in the creative
Mm-hmm.
industries. I am very concerned about that, but that is not my only concern. Like even if that was not a problem, even if they said, "Oh, no artist, no writer or actor or whoever is going to lose their jobs because of AI," like that would be great. That would be better than the current situation where there is the fear of that, but that wouldn't solve the entire AI ethical problem. I mean, there's still the way that it's trained on other people's work without permission or compensation. Then there's still the environmental impact that needs to
Yeah.
be reckoned with.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and then there's also the impact of the filtering. I mean, somebody has to decide where you draw the line in what you use to train it. Because if you just give it the entirety of humans' text, it turns out to be, a sexist, racist, incredibly bigoted, just miserable. It dumps all the rotten stuff out at you. And not only the rotten stuff, but the rotten stuff is in there. There's a lot of rotten stuff. Like, I guess because the people who are rotten aren't doing productive things with their time, helpful things. They have a lot of time. It's not just their spare time, it's like all of their time to devote to being rotten, especially on the internet, where it's accessible to like scrapers.
Yeah.
So there are people who work in really horrible conditions, and their job is to say, okay, this is objectionable material, but it has some merit for some reason. We should use this. And nope, this is just beyond the pale. And let me tell you, they do not have health care access that gives them enough access to enough therapy to get them past that trauma.
No, I've heard some radio stories about that. NPR has covered that in the past.
I think it's been in like freaking Time magazine.
Yeah, okay. Couple of notes from the chat. 255 AD says, I looked through the comments of that AI video, then got depressed because some of them were directed at me in a really hurtful way. Well, as you mentioned during the live stream, and as you left in your own comment, I mean, you have changed your mind about some of what you said. So, if the mean comments apply to something that you don't really think anymore, fuck them.
Then
you changed your mind.
You have changed, and changes
also
inevitable.
I mean, life is a lot easier if you don't care what random people on the internet think of you. Like, I know it's not easy. It's not as easy as like flipping a switch, but just don't reserve very much bandwidth if you can for just random comments on a YouTube video. Josh M says, do you follow secular talk? Not really, not super closely. Occasionally I might see something like, posted on social media from them, but I'm not like a regular viewer. Oh, and Cara brings this up. A lot of authors forbid anyone using their work for AI training. One of the problems with the way AIs are trained is that, like, because I know on YouTube, as a YouTuber, there's a switch, like an option on my YouTube account now. It hasn't always been there, but within the last few years, where I can either opt in or opt out of allowing my videos to be used for AI training.
Let me guess.
But the thing, go ahead.
What's the default?
I don't know. I know I have it set to no. I have it turned off. So, but here's the thing. It only applies to Google. Like, if I have it set to no, don't use my videos to train AI, then again, assuming that they're being above board with everything, then YouTube, YouTube or Google will not use my videos to train an AI that it's developing. But my videos are publicly available, so I suppose there's nothing to stop anyone else to just point the large language model or whatever it is at YouTube and say, go nuts, So.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Liz. Liz says, I've always admired your ability to set healthy boundaries with your YouTubers. Well, thank you very much. I try. I do my best.
Mr. I Love the Ants said, I picture, presumably me, having to grade essays turned in by my students that use a very racist chat GPT to do the assignment. So the result of that is, during my planning period, going to the class that student is in, pulling the student out of class, calling the student's parents saying, read this highlighted part of your essay to your parent / guardian / other involved adult. Read it to them verbatim. That means word for word. Just read it to them. So yeah, I haven't had that particular problem yet. So I've had students turn in essays that I found objectionable in one way or another. But usually not like beyond the pale types, or never beyond the pale type stuff. So
yeah. Oh, Caitlin's almost there. 5 minutes to the break point. I think we can stretch it. I think we can stretch it. Just make sure you pause it at 54:42, and then we'll be ready to go.
Mr. I love the answer. I've never had to do it. I mean, I don't talk about how I vote or my political leanings, but I have on my wall pictures and quotes from Maya Angelou and Ursula Le Guin. And I have the Makamori test, which is it has a woman of color with her own plot arc that does not involve a man, or does not revolve around a man. It has her own plot arc.
So there are clues. There are clues as to where your loyalties lie.
Yellow rain boots that have wear yellow rain boots that have little rainbow ribbons for their laces. So it's like it you can tell if you pay any attention whatsoever. I use students' preferred names. It's not that big a deal. Like students' nicknames. They're just nicknames. What the heck? But students who are really pay attention notice that I will catch myself and replace she with they in certain situations where I'm talking about just one person.
Interesting.
Yep.
Josh M says, I watch your Star Trek videos to help me sleep at night. Well, thank you. You're welcome, Josh. I am so happy that I can bore you to sleep with my talk of Star Trek. I do not take it as an insult. I take it as a compliment. If I can help someone sleep by having them listen to me drone on and on about Star Trek, obviously the jokes aren't waking you up.
Well, you don't have a very raucous laugh track installed, do you?
I have no laugh track installed because I have a little thing called self-respect.
Mr. I love the answer. A list of books to add to the library? Doesn't everyone? Like I've like a wish list. I'm pretty sure every English teacher has a wish list of books they want to get. Like I think that's part of the certification process. I've had my certificate for a while now, so I don't know, maybe it's changed, but I think you have to have that on the application. Which books do you want to get for your classroom library?
Yeah. Sean O'Sullivan said, did you know the term beyond the pale originates as an area around Dublin that was civilized, whereas the rest of Ireland was wild? The pale is basically a valley. We all live beyond the pale.
That's really cool. I did not know that either.
I did not know that. And also, Azalea, this is a really good point about the Bechdel test. I've said this before as well. A lot of people misunderstand what the Bechdel test is and the point that it was trying to make, that Alison Bechdel was trying to make when she created it. Azalea says the Bechdel test is a good starting point, but passing it does not a feminist movie make. Exactly. That's not the point. The point of the Bechdel test is not
representation.
Is not to apply it to a movie. And if a movie passes the Bechdel test, you go, oh, good, it's not misogynistic. Oh, good, it's not sexist. No, not at all. The point of the Bechdel test was to point out how many movies fail the Bechdel test. It was a way of illustrating, like you said, Dave, representation. It was a way of illustrating how uncommon this thing that should be completely normal is. Like the bar of the Bechdel test is so low, and it's so easy to find endless numbers of films, even relatively recent ones, that fail to meet that standard. That's the point. It's not a feminism test. It's pointing out a problem.
Yeah. It's just women talking about something other than a dude. That's it. That's all. Like it does. Yeah, it's women conversing with each other, or women conversing.
Yeah. Named characters.
About something other than the dude.
Two named characters in a film who are both women two named women in a film who are having who have at least one conversation about something that is not related to a man.
Yeah. And wow. And I wanted to say Philip Kehoe. Yes, that's the one. Except I think I cut out, like, it's shorter so that I could avoid. I don't think it says capitalism. it talks, it's just in general about change, that changes, and which of course goes to Octavia Butler as well, but that's another important one, which I also have in a poster, but it is not currently up, um unfortunately. And she is to some degree a genre author as well. And not only do I have Maya Angelou up there, I also have, oh, brain went away, the astronaut.
It's a woman astronaut.
Yeah, a black woman astronaut, the one who was on
Oh,
Star Trek.
Mae Jemison.
Thank you, Mae Jemison.
Excuse me, Dr. Mae Jemison.
Dr. Jemison, yes.
Dr. Mae Jemison, who
Doctor is
also
her
guest
title,
starred on
not
Star
part of
Trek.
her name, but
her name is Dr. Mae Jemison.
Her title is Doctor. Her name is Mae Jemison.
And Darth Vader's first name is Darth. God damn it. That's his name.
His first name is Annie. Everybody calls him
His
that.
first name is Darth. There ain't no Anakin in Star Wars. It's Darth.
People even call him Darth. Hey, Darth, how's it going?
Hey, Darth. No, whoa, hang on. Obi-Wan calls him Darth.
I know, that's my point.
Only the master of evil, Darth.
Darth.
Yeah, because that's his name. His name is Darth.
Oh, Lord.
And I am sick and tired of this revisionist Star Wars history.
Are you saying that the name Anakin Skywalker is not accurate to your canon?
No. I'm just pointing out that it's a retcon. I'm pointing out that it's a retcon.
No, Mr. I Love the Ants. We're talking about Star Wars, the first movie, which is named Star Wars.
Star Wars.
That's the name of the movie.
That's
the subtitle
the name of the movie.
Episode 4, A New Hope. That's the subtitle. The title
There's
of that
no
movie
subtitle.
is Star Wars.
There's no subtitle. It's Star Wars. Well, I mean, now there is, yes. But if you're going, I think of it as Star Wars. And to be honest, Dana, this does not apply to you because you are exempt from most rules. But if someone was over at my house and I said, you know what I feel like doing? I said, you want to watch a movie? You want to watch? Pick a movie. And they say, well, I'm in the mood for Star Wars, but I can't figure out which one. I say, well, just pick one. And they say, oh, I know. Let's watch A New Hope. I'm kicking them out of my house.
Wait a minute, but wouldn't you kick them out when they said, I want to watch Star Wars, but I can't figure out which one?
No, because Star Wars is also acceptable as the name of the entire series.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But if they say, I want to watch A New Hope, or, oh my God, if they say, I want to watch episode 4, somebody's going to have to call a cop. There's going to be violence. There's going to be bloodshed.
What if they say episode 4, A New Hope?
Well, then I'm never speaking to them again.
Okay. So, but does that exempt them from violence, or is it violence and then not speaking to them after they get out of the hospital?
I'm dragging them to my bathroom and giving them a swirly, like apparently not enough people did, and then I'm kicking them out.
Bajorans is a surname of Sally Jane? I'm missing something there.
Oh no, because Bajar names are flipped.
Okay.
Like Kira is her family name, not her personal name.
Because I was really confused. I have not had enough caffeine, clearly, because I was thinking, I'm like, Bajorans. No, that's Bothans. Where are the Bajorans in Star Wars? I would have had a long time trying to figure that out. Trying to find the Bajorans in Star Wars.
If they were gonna show up, it would have been during Andor, and they weren't. They were nowhere to be seen. Sean, that was a script that was not produced. That was an early title of one of George Lucas's early drafts. That movie was never produced. The movie that George Lucas had made that was released in 1977 and made a gajillion billion dollars was called Star Wars.
Sean O'Sullivan says, thought they started banning books out your way. Dude, they've been banning books all over the place.
They're always trying to ban books. Yeah.
So Caitlin, are we at the point where have you guys paused? Because I'm thinking y'all should have paused by now.
Yeah. Are you ready to
We
go?
should all be. So I'm going to go ahead and explain the process, which is we've
Yes.
got the time code right up here already. Yes, correct.
It will be in a second. The paused time code is still up there for people to. So if we're going to get started at 54:42.
Okay.
But
So
yes,
what?
we'll, by,
So make
when we
sure
start, it will
open
be up
that
there.
sucker up. Get it up, but get to 54:42. Or it's going to be because we did that at the black.
The black after they discover the thing in the room and they're like, whose room is this? It's that member of parliament. Bum bum bum.
Dun, 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 cut.
Black.
So
Yeah.
wait, we're still 8 minutes away, man.
I
Because
thought you said you were 5 minutes away, Caitlin.
it is 8 minutes away, and I swear, like it was like because I was thinking it's going to be at like 6:26 because I was doing some math. Clearly, I was under caffeinated at that time as well. I have like I have had some caffeine, y'all.
Well,
I've had
anyway, I mean, we're
my
gonna
Coca-Cola.
it's 6:30, so we're gonna have to.
Yeah,
get
we
started.
need to get
But anyway,
started.
so continue with your explanation.
So pull that up, get to 54:42. Oh no, somebody's dead. And okay, fair enough.
It's okay, Caitlin. It's okay.
We're good. And then make sure you've got your cursor or your remote or whatever ready to hit play because Steve is going to count us in. He's going to say 3, 2, 1, play. And when Steve says play, we all click play at the same time and we all start up together and we all watch the rest of the episode together.
Indeed. Huzzah! Okay, so
Caitlin, if you can play it a little bit fast, but I don't think you'll miss anything if you just skip ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
A smidge.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take the paused time code down.
Dun,
and
dun,
I'm
dun.
going to bring the current time code up. You will see it on the screen counting up in just a moment after I count us in. So when I say play, everybody hit play starting from 54:42. In 3, 2, 1, play. December 24th.
Dun, dun, dun.
HB Haggard. We've got movie sign.
We do.
It's a Mystery Science Theater. It's a Mystery Science Theater reference.
Okay.
Because we've started watching the movie. Aha. I knew that's who that was when we saw her earlier at the window.
Wait. Inspector Japp, you think?
I'm not Hastings, Poirot. I have a thought every now and then.
Mr. I love the ants. That would be very British indeed. What's this? What's this? There's murder everywhere. What's this? There's pomade in my hair. Oh, well. Oh, I'm sorry, Caitlin. People can be really stupid, lady. I'm just saying. That means a long distance call, American viewers.
Josh, I have not reviewed Galaxy's Child yet. We're not a nation of throat slitters, are we, Poirot? Can't you just order a beer like normal people, Poirot? Jesus, man.
But remember, it's Christmas, a festive beer.
A nice Christmassy beer, yeah.
Everybody wants to buy me a drink. Sit down and shut up. Funsies. It might be bunnies.
Maybe it was lupus.
I hear it can be quite uncomfortable. Should I not have? I can't blame him for being a little bit, You noticed that, did you?
Is there some reason you're
Was there
glaring
something?
accusatorily
Was it
at me,
something I shouldn't have
Detective
seen? Is
Poirot?
it a secret? Should I? Shh. No, the door was totally locked from the outside.
Okay, we really don't have time for
Dun,
your
dun,
butler's
dun.
existential crisis right now. Very clever, Caitlin.
I don't like your lack of an alibi. Dun dun dun. With the revolver?
Matchy matchy, you two. Look, it's adorable that they're wearing the same suit.
That part from the book.
Mr. I love the ads. The little gray Pee Wee Herman suit. I think it's a little darker than Pee Wee's. Although I don't know the other guy, the other detective, his is a little lighter gray. Pee Wee didn't have a three-piece, though. He didn't have a vest. Pee Wee wasn't that fancy.
Dun dun dun. Oh, yes, you do.
It's just an annoying, pointless hobby, Inspector. I love Joe. It's just
Yep.
stones, isn't it?
Yeah. Bunch of rocks. Kind of
Interesting.
sparkly.
Bum bum bum.
Nicer than you are aware of with your dumb English brain. Mr. I love the ants. I think Steve has not.
Yes, I have not.
Yeah, exactly. Caitlin, I would think your assumption is right. John, I would say that Hastings is my favorite, and I miss him.
That guy's the smartest one in the room. He's getting the hell out of there as soon as
Yep.
possible. It's illegal for us to give Pila money. Whatever, I don't even care.
Ugh, I'm stuffy.
No, Stuffy's in the living room.
Hi, Stuffy. From far away.
I don't think he heard you.
That's okay. I'll yell louder after the stream.
What if we beat it out of you, huh? What about that? What then? What are you going to do? He's
Let's
got
see
that
what
look in
Poirot
his eye.
wants.
Well, you're no lady.
There's that Spanish temperament.
Ah, yes, the hot Latin blood.
Dun dun dun.
Bum, bum, bum. Well, at least you never have to wear them.
Ever.
Liz, yeah, they do look like Bernie Sanders clothes, don't they? Inspector Japp, I am once again asking you for a better Christmas present.
I was thinking exactly that.
You were going to do the same thing? Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of what he could once again ask, but that would make sense. I am once again asking you for a glass of dry white wine.
If I had wanted cider, I would have asked for a glass of cider. You know, this is the scummiest thing Poirot's ever. He's just looking through. He's going through her wallet. He knows that she didn't get any inheritance. She doesn't have any money. What are you doing,
Which
Poirot?
is why she might have the rest of the diamonds.
Stealing from a poor, destitute woman. Poirot is just
Maybe
going to
he's
have a
looking
little
for a better
sniff.
pair of gloves.
Yeah, he'll just swap them out. Larry David as Poirot. No, that is some genius casting right there, my friend. I'll retire to my closet now. Well, first of all, you have shitty taste in Christmas gifts. Second of all, why are you all skulking down here in the stairwell? Please come into the accusing parlor. Oh, so British. You prick.
Very important.
Hey, geek.
Hey, random geek, you don't often come by here.
Oh, yeah. How dare your husband use a ridiculous phrase like balderdash to Poirot?
No, she did not.
No, 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 no.
She might have been the lying. Dun dun dun. Already dead. Dun dun dun. He says that like it's the gravest insult. the pig's bladder. Morning. And you think? Hercules Poirot.
It's a Poirot parade.
It's a parade.
A Poirade. This had better be good, Poirot.
See, Poirot, you're out in the cold. You should have put the gloves on. The Darth Eddie, you're not wrong. He's so good.
Excuse me, that's my DoorDash.
Hurry up. You'll get to it just in time for them to talk about the murderer.
It's the only character left.
Because it's not his house.
I do this just for fun, for Poirot's amusement. It looks just like Jap. Oh my god, it's Jap. He's the killer. Well, that doesn't make you look innocent.
Not so much, no.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, he does, Mr. I Love the Ants. Bradley Whitford. Yeah. Well, not that terrible. I mean, the guy was an
Really.
asshole.
The guy was an incredible asshole and then died pretty quickly, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see how any crime was committed here at all. You murdered the most evil man in the world. Shame on you. Shame on you. I'm leaving. I'm definitely not going to be here. A cop planting evidence? Now I've seen
What?
everything.
Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun.
Oh, it will.
Creepy old lady.
I mean, she is kind of giving off a Norma Bates vibe there, isn't she?
I mean, he's gonna swing, and she's like, "Good job, bud.
Good job.
Good
I'm
boy.
proud.
Good boy." She pets him like a dog.
Well, anyway, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Huh.
Huh.
You mean a police officer lied? Who'd have thunk?
You may thank me by paying the bill I will send you. Jap knows what's up.
Poirot, you say you don't judge. Well, I do.
Jap knows what's up.
Oh, so good.
Merry Christmas to all.
Merry Christmas to us
Merry
in
Christmas
June.
in June.
That was fun.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yes, yes. It is a good sound, Caitlin. You're absolutely right. And Kara, yeah, they did that there at the end too. You know, we're going
Oh,
to
big
Paris
time.
together.
Yeah.
Where, well, I think there may be less of an implication that they get married. You know,
Well, we're not relatives anymore, so my interest in her isn't creepy, right? 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 My
that
obvious
old
interest in
man.
her?
Uh, uh,
Kara, yes, I can re-gift them to Hastings. I like that.
bit
Merry
of a
Christmas,
challenge given that
Hastings.
his wife knitted them.
Oh, fuck it.
So yes, next week we're back to DS9, correct?
That's correct.
So
We're on a 2-week DS9 run, baby, because we're doing two
whoop,
weeks of each now. So yes, next week we are back to Deep Space Nine, and we are going to be watching episode 4 of season 6, which is titled Behind the Lines.
great.
I can tell you're excited.
I'm so excited. I have no idea. I mean, I'm guessing it has something to do with, war type stuff, thingies, behind the lines.
That's a good guess.
Thank you.
It guest stars Gene Hackman and Owen Wilson.
Oh, fun.
Oh, wait, no, that's Behind Enemy Lines. Sorry, I get confused.
Well, that is I am feeling very Herculean. Herculean, except, the other one.
Indeed.
Disappointed!
Herculean.
Something along those lines. Anyway, oh, Mr. I Love the Answer is a good question. What if we get to 2-bar DS9?
Well,
Excuse me.
I don't mind it so much if it's actually 2 episodes. So
But
I
waiting
think
like 2-3 weeks, that's a long time to get to the finale of that episode.
Well,
I mean,
suck it up.
honestly, yeah.
We used to have to wait all summer. We used to have to wait all summer to see the end of a cliffhanger if it came at the end of a season.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Liz,
no, I think so for that
disappointment.
Yeah, for Deep Space Nine, yeah.
I mean, they finished the story, right?
It's definitely the finale. The series finale is definitely the only feature length one that we have left, where like we would have to split it in half ourselves. I think if there are any to be continueds from here on, that they're to be continueds. It's 2 episodes that are like, it's not
that were not originally back to back anyway.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, okay, so next week, same time, right here, Wednesday, DS9.
That's it.
And that's it. Don't forget that
no word master tonight because Dana's tired.
I'm tired, and also as soon as we're done here, I'm going to get some Sudafed because I can hardly breathe. I'm just like,
You're gonna snort it?
I don't think it works as well that way. I think it's designed to be ingested.
Oh,
like
okay.
Orally.
Okay.
Not orally. Orally.
Well, no.
Different.
Yes.
Very
different.
Important.
Sound the same, but different. Okay.
Very similar sound, but different meaning. Very different meaning. Don't try that at home.
Don't do it.
Honestly, anywhere. But also, if you want to support Steve, you can join. There's like a little button down here someplace. Is it over? I think it's over here.
It's just look down below. That's, I don't know.
Anyway, it says join. There. Click that. Or you can go to patreon.com/Steve Shives. And if you join the channel or you become a patron, then before we start, you'll get an email from Steve saying, hey, you can send in an ask. And so for next Friday, you can send it. You can tell Steve what to say.
If that's how you want to look at it. Yes.
It's how we all look at it. Let's be honest. You get to ask him the most detailed, probing questions. And to my knowledge, he answers honestly,
I
unless
do.
you're a complete jerkwad about it, in which case he just like, comes after you, like
I
hammer a god type stuff. You need to watch
I
out for that.
I do answer one randomly selected question each live stream completely dishonestly, but I won't say
Really?
which. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'll be paying attention more closely than I usually. Usually, I just ignore you and talk to people in the chat. But anyway,
Oh, like this, like our show here.
exactly, just like this. Except I'm not
Yeah.
actually here, like on camera. And then, so next Wednesday, we'll get to DS9, and then next Friday it'll be Ask Away. So huzzah!
That's right. That's right.
Good night, everybody,
So
and
we'll see you then, everybody. Have a good
hope
night.
to. Yeah.
Yep. Bye bye.
Merry Christmas.